I'm Haley Taylor, and you're listening to the Rough Draft Diaries. This is our first episode in this short series, the Rough Draft Diaries Under Quarantine, and it's difficult to think of where to start exactly, as COVID-19 and the continuing quarantine has affected almost every aspect of normal daily life. One very important aspect, as Toledo has long been rumored to have the most restaurants per capita in the country, would be the food industry. So that's where we're going to start.
Sure. My name is Prakash Karamchandani, and I work with Balance Pan Asian Grill. I'm one of the co-founders.
Balance Grill is a fast casual Asian fusion restaurant that has now moved to curbside-only service, mainly with people ordering through their mobile app. Although it's a dramatic change, Prakash is just happy that they're able to stay open for business, as he knows not every restaurant was able to do that.
Yeah, so I'm on the board of the Ohio Restaurant Association, and I'm the rep for the Northwest Ohio area. And so I'm very plugged into other restaurant owners in our area, across the state, even nationally. What we've seen is more than 40%, I believe the statistic is 44% of restaurants have closed entirely, ceased operations. The remaining 60% that have stayed open have seen sales impacted somewhere between 50 and 70%. For any concepts that are fast food or fast casual, the typical impact is somewhere between 25 and 40%. Mm-hmm. Nobody's making a profit at that level of decline that sharply, but at this point, I don't really think anybody is worried about that. Everybody that I know is worried about their employees, as am I.
Andrew Newby can relate to that. He's the co-founder of Toledo Spirits, a local distillery, and also the Bellwether, a local bar here in Toledo.
Well, unfortunately, things changed very rapidly for us because we are a distillery, so most of our clients are bars and restaurants in Ohio and Michigan, and we're also a cocktail bar, so the shutdown affected us instantaneously because we were not only shut down ourselves, but also by the end of that first week, we had laid off 16 of our 17 people.
Andrew and the co-founders of Toledo Spirits, however, were able to hire some of those people back as rules changed and relaxed to help local distilleries survive.
About a week and a half ago, the FDA and the appropriate other regulatory agencies that oversee us, like the ATF, they were able to put together a kind of ruling on creating necessities, in this case, hand sanitizer. So actually about a week ago today, we got into the hand sanitizer business.
So Toledo Spirits is now making and selling hand sanitizer. It's based on a recipe for moonshine. They're also offering to fill containers with distilled water needed for medical equipment. Anything to support the business and also to support the community.
We've helped out tons of organizations, and since then we've also partnered with United Way to provide for every ounce we are able to sell. We'll be providing an ounce to the United Way to be distributed through their programs and through the Lucas County disaster program and a variety of others. So it's tragic because we still haven't been able to bring everyone back, but we're also doing something pretty great and definitely a necessity right now.
As Toledo Spirits and other countless restaurants are looking out for the community is looking out for Boyd's Retro Candy Store.
Everything halted. I mean, it went from 100 sales a day to 2. So it was quite significant and quite abrupt. Yeah, we would have been out of business without a doubt.
That's Jeff Camp, who works at the store, which his mother opened about 13 years ago. It was her dream to own a retro candy store. So you can probably imagine the panic they experienced as their sales dropped dramatically after closures began. 85% of their business happens from walk-in traffic. Without anywhere to turn, Jeff went to Facebook and was honest, telling his followers that they would simply have to close the store down permanently if business didn't change.
It went insanely viral overnight. I don't recall the exact time of day at which I made that post, but by 6 a.m. when I woke up, we were looking at our order screen going, oh my gosh, okay, all hands on deck. It was within 24 hours, there was over 1,000 shares on that single post. Yeah, without this, we wouldn't be here by the end of this. So it's been amazing.
It's strange to kind of hold the negative side of a quarantine and a lockdown in one hand, while in the other hand holding the positive side of a community coming together. But through every phone interview I conducted, this theme returned, the negative and both positive side of the coin. Even as Prakash mentioned the long road still ahead for these businesses, and returning to a sense of normalcy or financial stability, he can't help but mention how the community has already provided such a great sense of comfort.
There has been a lot of community support. Madhouse Creative did a video and showed that, restaurants are open because the public messaging around what restaurants were allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do has been a muddied water. There's also been this really great Facebook group that's popped up called Toledo To Go. That Facebook group has probably like 15,000 followers now, and that thing is just crazy. And yeah, it's just been a lot of people coming together, a lot of restaurants donating to hospitals as well. So you're just seeing all kinds of cool stuff.
We'll keep you updated on the cool stuff on this series for the Rough Draft Diaries, so stay tuned. But for now, I'm Haley Taylor, and thanks for listening.